It is, what day is today? What day is today? Hi everyone! Welcome back. It has been a Detroit minute since I have been here talking to you guys about my stitchy stuff. You'll have to excuse my squirming and looking the wrong way because I am, one, in a new spot for today, two, lighting sucks all over this darn house, and I am also, three, recording with my iPad instead of my iPod, and I put the camera on the other side because of my horrible lighting and glare. So, now that we have that under control, hi! It is Wednesday, Wednesday, August 31st, all the way back to the end of August. Can you believe it? Welcome back. If you've watched before, welcome. If this is the first video that you're watching, I know I've gotten some messages and comments from people that are just finding me. So hi, thank you for spending some time. It's been a really busy month for us getting ready with back to school, and teenager is a freshman this year, so we had his high school kickoff, and really the crazy thing is that it was actually his dad, his stepmom, and I that went. We always, our family is so hilarious, we call it a family bush because we all get along, so we do stuff together. So that was funny because Dawn and I would just like wander around and do stuff together and talk to teachers, and they were looking at us like, And then, you know, AJ's dad would pop up, and we just like to confuse them. We're rude. We're mean. So that was happening. Axel had his preschool open house yesterday, so we went to that. Everybody starts back to school, well, the two start back to school Tuesday after Labor Day, so that's fun. And we've just been kind of getting ready, you know, enjoying the last little bits of summer, and it's been hot. I'm sorry, I have a fan on, and it's because it's hot. Hotter than blazes. I know I'm not the only one who's like, holy smokes, it is hot. And today is like cloudy and kind of rainy and gross, but it's still like a dew point of 70 something. Stupid, humid, whatever. Anyway, it's been busy. I guess I'll first talk about the project bags. I do plan on having my first update tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a group on Facebook called 3 Owl Threads Presale, and basically the idea behind that is to post project bags and grind guards and stitchy things first to the group, and then if they don't sell after a while, I'll put them in my Etsy shop. So I'm really excited. I have 13 bags that I'm going to be listing out of the 15 that I had prepped, which you may or may not remember from another video. The first one that I did when I finally started assembling, I put in a zipper backwards, and I was like, seriously, I can't, I wasn't gonna rip it all apart, and it was just a backwards zipper, so I was like, great, I'll just keep this one for me because I like it. And then the third one I was putting together, total technical error, and I ended up cutting the zipper head off, and you can see it right there. I cut the zipper head off. I could not get it back on, and to replace the zipper, one, I didn't have that color anymore, and two, I was going to have to deconstruct basically the whole bag, and I was like, I don't have time for this. That's where it sits while it thinks about what it's done. I'll get back to that one later. It was really cute too. I'm so angry. So 13 bags, and I think 7 or 8 grind guards. I figure that's good for a first run, right? Get it into people's hands, see what they think, move on. So if you're interested in joining that group, I'll put a link below. That's that. I'm excited. I'm petrified. I'm a little nauseated thinking about it, but I'm excited. So we'll see. So let's get into it. It's been a month since I've updated the stitching. I have got to finish I have a mini finish. I have the Stitch Mania Olympics challenge to talk about. That was a lot. And I have an insane amount of haul that I will save for the end that I'm just excited that I'm talking about now because I'm ready to get it out of my living room and put it like someplace where I can't see it, where it's not saying either start me, or why did you buy me? Why did you buy me? Guys, it's ugly. Okay, let's get to it. The first thing is a finish, and I know in my last update, which was the end of July, I had said that I was going to finish this, and I did. It is from Coffee Stitcher Design, and it's called either Look for the Helpers, There Are Always Helpers. I don't remember, I'm sorry. I'll link it below though. It's from Garrett's Etsy shop. I stitched it using his charted colors, except for this border. Oh, I'm sorry. Except for this border is a DMC variegated, which you cannot see the variegation. It's the DMC variegations they have long colors, and you couldn't see it, which I mean is fine. And I only did one border around instead of the 3 that are charted, but I really am considering going back and doing all 3. I measured today, and this will fit great in an 8x10 frame, and even with the extra, I mean it's only 2 rows on each side, I think it'll still look good. So I'm probably gonna do that, even though I really wanted to call this done. I don't know, I'm gonna put it in a frame, see what it looks like, we'll see. I did this on 18 count Ada in Chalice from Picture This Plus. So you can see the modeling right there. It's kind of, if I get back farther, you can see it better. So that was done, and I felt really good about it, and I really do like it, and I'm gonna frame it and put it in my little boy's room, and they're gonna love it. I also got a mini finish. After the Stitch Olympics were over, I got back to my magical creatures because I hadn't finished. I worked on some things before they started, but I hadn't finished. But I finished it now. I really need to trim this down. Have I said that like every single time? Because I do. So I finished the August block for Magical Creatures calendar. Sorry, shadows, bad lighting. I used mostly the charted colors. These blues in the clouds and these little whatever these are Mosale Cotton in Mongoose. These yellow stars are actually Mosale Silk in Banana, and if I had good lighting you would probably see them sheen, but you can't. I did the clouds in the glow in the dark thread, and the unicorns are in DMC B5200. Oh, and there's Mosale Gladys in there. There's some purple something or other. So that's done. I love it. I will get to work on September, probably starting tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be kind of busy too. Who knows? Every day is busy. What am I talking about? Every day is busy. I also worked on the Doreen Jones Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal that Kate put together for Lakeside Needlecrafts. The first block, the September block, not September, I'm sorry, the August block was Pegasus. This is as far as I got. No Pegasus in there. You can kind of see the legs right here. But I only worked on this for a couple days before that Stitch Mania sale started. So I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a beautiful design, but it is so, like, there are so many color changes. It just frustrates me. Like, I don't need like super simple stitching, but man, but it's gorgeous, and the back stitching and all the ones that I've seen is just, it's beautiful. So I do look forward to getting back to that. And then I just super duper barely made a start on Clue 2 for the Oz Stitch Along by Barbie at Pedal Pusher. I need to get back to this because Clue 3 is already released and they're so cute. I can't even. So I'll get back to that pretty soon because I like it. It's very cute. Oh, okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but that fabric that I'm stitching the Pegasus on is a Jobelin, 28 count Jobelin from Witch Out in something, Bittersweet Light, and that goes there. And then the Oz Stitch Along is on Earthen, 28 count linen in Earthen from Fabrics by LJ. Okay, so those are the things, I'm pretty sure those are the only things that I worked on before the Olympic Stitch Along on Stitch Mania. So then this Olympic Stitch Along started. I love the Olympics. So the Winter Olympics of 2014, I watched a lot of things twice because my youngest son, Archer, was born in January, and I was up a lot. I don't know what month they started, but I'm assuming it was within his first couple months of birth because I was up a lot. I remember watching the opening ceremonies, sitting on the couch feeding him, and then I remember in the middle of the night watching the opening ceremonies again because they televised them twice, and thinking, first I thought, why are these still on? And then I realized they were on twice. So I watched a lot of the events twice. I love the Olympics. So I was really excited about this stitch along. And I decided that I was going to use whips, and they were going to be things that I had started either for the Cross Stitch Crazy 2016 challenge or things that I had started with Stitch Mania and really hadn't stitched on at all since. So I got to pull out a lot of things. It was very exciting. I'm sorry, itchy nose. It happens. So I have my bucket of, do you see this? My bucket of whips next to me, and I'm gonna be over here pulling them off. There, don't mind, really messed us up there. Okay, so on August 5th, the theme was Stitch a Piece with blue in it, and I stitched on my Mirabilia Tree of Hope because I was stitching this on a piece of blue fabric. I'm stitching this on Nocturne from Picture This Plus, and it is a 28 count Jubilee. And all I did was work more on the tree trunk. That's it. I have this weird stitch. I don't know if it's like a pull or something right here, but it's like a loose stitch. I'm gonna have to snag nab that. See that? Because it bugs me every time I look at it. But that was it. I really liked this fabric. I'm going to definitely have to invest in more of that. Those of you that stitch in hand, like I know Mackenzie stitches in hand and she really likes even weave and a thicker fabric. This is really good. Try some Jubilee. You might like it if you can just get that places where it's not hand dyed, because I know that's not your favorite. So the second day, which was August 6th, was the opening ceremonies. Gosh, I'm not going to be able to put all these away, or you're going to be looking at my back the whole time. So opening ceremonies piece, and it was Stitch Something with an international theme, right? I'm looking down because I printed out all of them. So I did the Panoply of Peacocks by Tempting Tangles, because peacocks are not from where I live, so they're international to me, and I was excited to get back on it. So I am stitching this on just a 28 count even weave, probably that I got someplace like Michael's. It's likely Charles Craft. I'm doing it 1/1. And this is where I got. So I started this for Stitch Mania, and I had only finished like just almost the peak. So I finished the rest of that word and started a peacock feather. I should probably show you what this is gonna look like. I'm bad at this, I'm out of practice. That is panoply of peacocks. So pretty. It reminds me of the peacock pinwheels. It's the same designer, so, you know, of course. So I worked on that, got a lot done. The opening ceremonies were fabulous. Hopefully you got to see them. I thought they were great. I didn't remember anything going wrong, like nothing caught on fire or anything, so, you know. August 7th was Olympic Rings Challenge, Stitch a Piece with Yellow. So I chose Mirabilia's Gypsy Queen because I'm stitching it on yellow fabric. So this is, we all know what Gypsy Queen looks like. This is what she looks like. And I am stitching this on a 32 count opalescent linen in Buttercup from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is where I got, which is somewhere in the middle of her dress. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in that, I think. Not very far. For some reason, this, I have like some type of weird block with this project. Like, it terrifies me or something. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know. I need to not be terrified over stitching. You guys, it's cross stitch, right? Let's get real. Stop it. Get some help. August 8th was the aquatics event, and it was to stitch something with water. So I chose Spring Has Sprung. All of this, well, the chart and the Spring Has Sprung. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. Spring Has Sprung by I Count My Blessings. Is it I Count My Blessings? Count Your Blessings. I think this is out of print. I've looked for it online and I can't find it, and the website that's on the back of the chart doesn't have it. It's weird. So anyway, I got this for Heather Stitch's Year of Giving in January. So I got this chart along with a lot of other things, and then the fabric was donated by Lucas at Fabrics by LJ. And I thought it's perfect. This is a 14 count Ada in Arendelle. Yes. And I thought I'm gonna put those together because it's so cute. So I stitched all of the water because see, there's the, there we go, the water drops and then the water coming out of the watering can. So I made sure that I stitched all of those, and I'm subbing out a lot of flosses for this because at the time that I kitted it up, I didn't have all my DMC. So this is a variegated DMC. I want to say they're all variegated DMCs, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. I don't know what they are. But I'm subbing out the flosses. And this needle minder I also purchased from Heather to support her Year of Giving. So, yay. I don't know if Heather's still doing that. Heather, are you still doing that? It was super fun, and I haven't seen any videos on it. So really, I got a lot done that day. I was super pleased. I was super pleased with that. Next day, August 9th, was an Olympic Rings Challenge again. Stitch a Piece with black on it. That was easy. I chose my Alice in Wonderland Boppy Threads kit. This I purchased from Adele, who decided that she was not going to stitch it. It's from Pole Stitches, so instead of the 14 count Aida that you get from Bothie Threads, it comes with a 28 count hand dyed even weave. So I don't think I had stitched on this since Stitch Mania either. I had started it in May. And I got a little bit more done. I did quite a bit, because it takes a while. There's a lot of counting in this. But it's beautiful. I still love this. I love this fabric. The floss I'm still not totally, so hold on, because it's not DMC. I think Adele told me it was Madeira. Not a fan. And maybe it's just because it's black. I don't know. It just seems really linty and like picks up every single dust particle, cat, dog, guinea pig hair in this house. It's ridiculous. August 10th was the gymnastics event, and it was a specialty stitch event. So I picked up my Twisted Band sampler. Was it Twisted Band? QRST Twisted Band sampler by Northern Expressions Needleworks. I'm doing this on a piece of 32 count Jobelin. Yeah, antique white Jobelin that I got from 123 Stitch. It's got some fuzz on it. I didn't get a whole lot done. It seems like every time I pick this up, I don't get a whole lot done on it because it's always a busy day. So I haven't even finished this first damn band. There it is. I really want to finish this. Chandra just finished hers. If you haven't seen her video, you should. Chandra Parker. And it's gorgeous. This is what it's gonna look like. It is beautiful. She changed out the colors to these roses though, and her colors are gorgeous. I love it. I love it. They stand out. They're so pretty. I like this project. It was nice to get it back out. It was fun. You know the other fun part of getting all these projects out? We're seeing my needle minders. Because I put needle minders on there and then I never see them again. I'm like, oh my god, I love this needle minder. Crazy pants. August 11th was another Olympic Rings Challenge Stitch a Piece with green in it. So I chose my Oz Cityscape from Jody Rice, which was in a cross stitch magazine of some sort. Let me see here. LMN. Ooh. A little bit of a headache this morning, guys. So I only have the chart, so you can't really see what it's going to look like. It's from Cross Stitch Crazy. I don't know which one. You can find it if you just Google it. But there's a small rendering of what it looks like. And this is where I got. I'm doing this on an 18 count opalescent fabric. There's a story behind this. If you haven't heard, this fabric shows up in a lot of my whips. And guess what? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully I remember to talk to you about it. And this needle minder was a lovely gift from Emily at Eclectic Possessions. She actually sent me quite a few needle minders that I will show you later. So that's it. There's a miscount up there. I think I miscounted something up in here, and so I just kind of abandoned it, and I'm trying to work around it so that I can budget. I was so mad when I saw that because I miscounted something on the day that I started it, which was before Stitch Mania. So angry. August 12th was a triathlon day. It was to work on 3 pieces in one day, and I didn't even get to start stitching until like 8 o'clock at night. And I thought, I'm just sitting this one out. And I was like hey, guess what? I have 3 Mill Hill kits that I have started. I'm gonna do that. So I worked on cut flowers. I'm doing this totally backwards too because this is the one that's in front of me. So I worked on cut flowers, which looks like this. This was to be a Christmas gift for my mother-in-law. I don't know if that's going to happen now, to be perfectly honest. But I worked in here. And I think, because the counting is just stupid, it's just crazy. And I think I've miscounted a couple times. I'm going to bead in those jars. I'm going to bead. Holes are big enough. You can totally stitch around the beading. I'm going to bead. I'm going to bead. I also worked on the sugar skulls. That, I think, was the second one that I worked on. I think I worked on each of these for like half an hour. It wasn't very long. Like I said, not a stitchy day at all. So I started this one for Mania too, and I got like this done. No, I got like this done. And so I'm working on the border. It is going to look like this. And I'm excited for this one. Michaela finished this one last year for her mom for Christmas, I think. Oh, it's so pretty. And the third one that I worked on was Snowy Owl. Oops, wrong snow. Snowy Owl. Doesn't even look like I worked on it. But it's going to look like this. And I think that Molly just finished this not that long ago. And I think that Jessie Marie is working on this. But I started this one for Stitch Mania too, I believe. That's as far as I've gotten. Sure as heck not far. And those first two, the Sugar Skulls is meant to be a Christmas present for my mom, and the cut flowers for my mother-in-law, and it's already almost September, guys. Guess what? I don't know if that's going to happen. Ooh, sorry. I don't know where that came from. I don't usually do that. August 14th was equestrian event, Stitch a Piece with animals on it. I chose my woodland sampler by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I do believe I started this. I don't know when I started this. I think for Mania. I don't know. Who knows? I don't have a picture of it to show you, but I'll link it. I'll link to it below. It's the woodland sampler. You've seen it. Everybody has seen it. And I worked on the February block. I worked on this little cute bandit. So, funny story. I don't like raccoons. We have a huge raccoon problem. I've mentioned before at our house. They think we live in the country. We don't. And we lost one of our hens to a raccoon a couple months ago, which was terrible. I'm still very sad about. So a few nights ago, side story, I was sewing, and I have been super duper diligent, crazy about locking up my chickens at night now, because I don't need something getting in there and snagging another one. So they have a coop door, which is like their little house that, you know, you can't get into unless you can open up a latch. And then they have their run door, which has chicken wire. It's big because I can actually walk into the area. Anyway, so there are two doors. I locked them both. So I was in the kitchen sewing after the kids went to bed, and it was like 9:45, and it's dark out by now. You know, in the dead of summer, it's still light out at 10 o'clock, but it starts getting dark right around 8:15, 8:30 now. By 8:30, I like to put them up just at dusk. They go up to roost at dusk. So it was like 9:45, like, holy cow, you know, I forgot to lock up the chickens, but that's no big deal because, I mean, it's a big deal, but our experience with the raccoons and the trail cam and the security camera and all of the stuff that we did to get these buggers is that they don't usually come until after midnight. Like, it's usually 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when they come out. to us. And so that was the first thing. And the second thing is that we had seen no activity, no critter activity of any kind for at least like 3 weeks, maybe a month. So I wasn't that concerned. So I grabbed a little headlamp and just carried it. We have a little headlamp. And just carried it out there with the light on. And I got into, I went into the walk-in part. Whoa! Please don't do that. Sorry, it was Archer trying to pull the guinea pig cage down. So I got into the walk-in part and was reaching for the door, the small door, to lock them up, and there was a raccoon inside. Oh my God, I like screamed. There was a raccoon inside on the floor. It's like he must have like just crawled up there. And then of course he saw me in my light and he flipped out, and the chickens are in there roosting, you know, so they're like trying to go to sleep, and he climbed up the wall and went into like this back corner, and like 3 chickens are right here and he's in this back corner. And I'm flipping out, and I'm the only one out there, and my teenager, my husband are downstairs, and the little kids are sleeping, and I don't know what to do because I'm afraid like I'm going to turn my back and he's going to go and, you know, kill all my chickens. So I'm like freaking out. So finally I run, you know, across my deck and come inside, and I scream downstairs, "Leaf, you need to come." My husband's name's Leaf. "Leaf, you need to come right now. There's a raccoon in the coop now." Because he's gaming, and I don't want to hear like just a second, like get your butt out here now. So he bolts up the stairs and he grabs his gun. He has like this 22 handgun, and he comes out, and I'm like, ah! I'm freaking out. I am shaking. In the meantime, when the raccoon like scrambled up to the corner, one of my girls like fluttered down and got out of the coop. And chickens at night, they're practically comatose. Like you can pick them up and move them around, and they don't move a whole lot. Their body's kind of shut down. So the fact that she like fluttered and kind of stumbled out, and then she's like walking, like skulking super slow because they can't see at night. Oh my God, it was a mess. So then the other 4 chickens are inside. And, you know, my husband's like got the gun, and he's pointing it at this raccoon who's scared to death. I feel horrible. It's a smaller one. So I don't think that, I think it was in there to go to sleep. Ach, sorry. Achoo. Are you sneezy? Yeah. So anyway, super long story, a little bit shorter. I pulled 3 of the chickens out. Like I had come inside, I got a laundry basket. Dumped all the clothes on the floor. Put 3 of the chickens in the laundry basket that I could grab. Buckbeak was stupid, and she just kept moving around, so I couldn't grab her. Leaf killed the raccoon. Sorry. Got it out of there. Got 4 of the chickens back in, and Hedwig, the one that had fluttered out, freaked out and fluttered out, disappeared. I couldn't find her anywhere. I looked everywhere in my yard. She had, you know, moved away somehow. And I was so sad because I couldn't find her to put her back. But she showed up the next morning, thankfully. I was hoping that she had just like gone into like our bushes, and I couldn't find her even though I crawled all up in them bushes. And she just hunkered down for the night. So when I woke up in the morning, there was no sleeping happening because I was all adrenaline up after that. And then my husband came to bed later and was like snoring. And then Archer woke up for like 4 hours in the middle of the night. He's playing with his alphabet puzzle. He might be loud. Anyway, big, long, huge story. Hopefully you just fast forwarded through all this. She came back. Everything is fine. These raccoons are killing me. I just can't even. Okay, so I worked on that. I hate raccoons. That's the whole story. Moving on to August 15th, where it was Olympic flag, yeah, stitch piece with white on it. I chose a thing, and I don't like it anymore, so I'm not even going to show it because I didn't work on it for that long. But I ended up pulling out in the meadow, which is probably the oldest thing that I have. I started it. Hey! I started it for Stitch Mania, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so I started filling in the snowman. This is done on a 16 count Ada in like this dusty blue. I've had it for 500 years. The white is Weeks Dye Works Whitewash, I think. Nope, I lied. It's the Gentle Art Oatmeal. Charted was Weeks Dye Works Whitewash, but they're practically the same thing, so I didn't have enough of the whitewash. So I started using this. So that was fun. Obviously, I didn't get too much done on that. Maybe this is, did I say 16 count? This is totally an 18 count. 18 count Dusty Blue Ada that I've had since 2003, we'll say. Oh, it's from, let me show you what it's supposed to look like. It is this cover photo from Just Cross Stitch, December 2002. There it is.
Oh.
That's what I worked on. Okay. August 16th, cycling. It was Stitch Something with a Wheel on it. I chose Fibery Friends. I have to find it. There it is. Fibery Friends from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, because I knew that it had a spinning wheel on it. A spinning wheel is a wheel. So, for Stitch, I worked on this for Stitch Mania, and I only got these 3 letters done, so I worked a little bit on this letter, which I think is X, so that I could count down to the wheel. As far as I got. I think it was another busy day. It was a busy day. August 17th, Olympic medals, Stitch Something with gold in it. I chose the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Zodiac Sampler. I haven't stitched on this in a while. Didn't get a whole lot done either. I bought the kit whenever the kit came out. I don't even know. I think it goes like this. Guess it doesn't, well, it probably does matter. So I did those 3. Those 3 rings. I am stitching this on the 16 count Gothic. It's Gothic, right? From Picture This Plus. I don't know now. That's what I'm gonna say. Whatever the kit is. And that floss I purchased from Mo's Sale to sub out for the satin, because I hate the satin. And it is Mo's Sale Milky Way. Just blown out. It's pretty. It's got this like yellow and green. I'm calling it gold. That's what I did. So I really like that. I want to finish all those inner rings before I start the actual pattern. We're almost there. I worked on so much stuff, you guys. It's crazy. August 18th was another national anthems piece, or, well, not another. It was the national anthem piece. Stitch a piece with a music theme or a patriotic theme. I don't have anything patriotic right now, so I went with music theme, and I don't really have anything music themed, but I have musical themed, right? Musical. So I chose my hair. I'm so sorry. I have my fan on, and it's just my hair is tickling me. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Fiddlesticks AU. There it is. It's a musical, right? Mary Poppins. Come on, guys. It's a musical. So, not a whole lot done. I just started working on the big S. Again, stitched on 18 count opalescent Ada. For the next day, which is the 19th, it was Stitch Something Silver for the Olympic medals. I chose another Fiddlesticks AU piece. There's no place like home. That's not it. Where is it? RS. It's not in here. I wonder where it went. Oh, it's because I have it under N. No place like home. Can't show you picture, digital chart, all those. I'll link below. You'll find them. And I just worked a little bit more on this P, and that's it. Not a lot. But I think when I started this for Mania, I literally only had like up to here done. Just a little bitty part of that piece. So the fact that I finished off a letter was great. I chose this for silver because Dorothy's, well, a shoe, a ruby slipper, is in this pattern. I wanted to see if for some reason I had it printed out, but I don't think that I do. Anyway, Charted is a ruby slipper, and I think that I'm going to convert it to silver. And I actually went to a local L&S to find some petite treasure braid because I wanted to try that, and she didn't have any, so I need to, I think, order some. That's why it's silver. August 20th was the Olympic torch, stitch a piece with fire or flames. Had nothing other than my Magical Creatures calendar, which the Phoenix had flames, but it was already stitched, and I didn't want to use that because I was really trying hard to use these other pieces. So after so much thought, I finally pulled out Garden Cat. Not sure if I have a picture of this either. Oh yes, I do. Garden Cat by Satsuma Street. And the sun is a big ball of fire in the sky, right? So I was excited that I figured that out because I really like this piece. And this is what I got done. I just started working on the sun. Not very far, but I liked it. And this is stitched on a 28 count even weave from Joann's. I think it's from MCG Textiles. No, those look like squares. Maybe it's a Charles Craft. I don't know. It's, oh no! This, I think, is a 27 count, like, super linen that I got from my neighbor who got it at a thrift shop. I think that's right. I should write these things down. But I like it. That was fun. And the last day, which was August 21st, it was an Olympic medals, copper or bronze. And I chose my Spring Butterfly by Alessandra Adelaide. This was in a Just Cross Stitch magazine, March, April 2013. Here is just a little snippet of what it's going to look like. And that's a coppery bronzy color. So I worked on that while I watched the closing ceremonies, and I finished the body of the butterfly. This is being stitched, basically, I did this on purpose. You see the Mockingjay there and where it's pointed, everything above that point is what I did during the closing ceremonies. And this is stitched on a 32 count opalescent linen, is that crazy wrinkle, in As You Wish from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I'm using the charted colors for it, charted DMC. So I look forward to getting back to that one to start working on that white filigree. It's so pretty. And that was it. That was the Olympic challenge. So after that was all done, I was super burned out, as we get when we have these long challenges. But it was so fun. But I really wanted to get back to like magical creatures because I really wanted that to be done. And at that point too, I was really pushing for finishing my project bags. So really, I was like, at night when the kids go to bed, during the day I'll stitch because I can, pick that up, do a few stitches, put it back down. But at night when they go to bed, I need to focus on sewing. So not lots was happening, but I did finish the magical creatures that I showed you. And then just a couple days ago, I picked up, I just really wanted to work on something different. So I picked up Promise Me by Lizzie Kate, and this is something, I don't remember if I started it in January or in May, to be honest, but I really wanted to work on that. This is done on a 28 count even weave from Joann's, and I finished the word your, and then Promise Me, and then I put it away. So a little bit more on that, every little bit counts, right? I would like to finish that this year though. I'd like to finish that this year. So those were all of the things that I worked on. That was so much stuff, oh my word. Plans for September. Tomorrow is the Stitch Mania Welcome Back to Hogwarts. I am going to work on, I never do this, like show you stuff that I'm going to work on before I work on it, but I'm gonna for this because I'm really excited, and I think I might leave this one out to finish. This was a Mania start. I don't have a picture. It's called Luna Lovegood Outfits. It's from the Cloudsfactory. I don't have a picture. Why do I think that I do? Harry Potter Luna Lovegood Outfits. I'll link it so you can see it. This is only as far as I got. I think there are 4 outfits. Luna is my spirit animal. I love her. So I thought I had more done on it than this. So maybe I won't leave this out and finish it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna work on this tomorrow for sure. It's done on a scrap piece of 28 count Jobelin from Pole Stitches, one of their grab bags. I love it. It was perfect for this piece. So I need to leave that out. So I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna do the September block for Magical Creatures. And then I think I'm gonna work on the Oz sampler for as long as I can stand it. Stitch Mania is having their Pure Imagination stitch along, and I would say that Oz is pretty fantastical. So I think I'm gonna work on that. There are gonna be several days in September that I'm not sure I'll be stitching. My husband and I are actually taking a small trip to Vegas in a few weeks. I'm so excited. I have never been to Las Vegas. So I am excited to do that, but I don't know how much stitching I'm gonna get done. He is pretty much planning the whole trip. I just was like, I don't care. You just do it. So I don't know what we're doing, but he has things planned. And we're basically doing that, and then we're home for a couple days, and then I have my quilt retreat for 3 days. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I really don't. And the kids are gone that whole time to Grandma and Grandpa's, so that's exciting. I'm so thirsty. I've just been talking like crazy. So let's get to my haul, shall we? Thanks for watching this far. This is probably going to be the longest video I've ever had in my history of Flosstube. Man, I hope you have some time. I gotta reach, excuse me. Haul, in no particular order, because I have a month's worth of stuff and I've gone ridiculously insane. Let's just start grabbing from the top. So this is from Stash Unload. I have this thing. I'm not religious at all. I have said this. That's garbage. I have this, but I have this thing for Adam and Eve charts. I love Adam and Eve. So I got this Hester Vandenberg sampler from Stash Unload. I think this sampler is really funny because like this half is stitched and then it's like they just gave up. I'm not going to do that though. I will leave the back open, but I think it's really pretty. There's a lot going on there. Stitched on 35 count unbleached linen. And then I purchased this No Bees, No Honey from, what is this from? Blackbird Designs, maybe? Birds of a Feather, sorry. This one kind of irritates me. My own fault. Guys, know what you're buying. Because I bought this because I really liked it. And I don't think it was on my 1, 2, 3 stitch wish list, but I had seen it some other place. And I knew that I wanted it. And I saw it on Stash Unload and I was really excited. And then after I claimed it and paid for it, I'm like, maybe this is on my wish list. And I went and looked, and I paid like $3 more on Stash Unload than what I could buy it for at the store. Shame on that person. Well, not really. I mean, we're all in it to make a buck, right? It's my own fault for not doing my research. And normally I do my research, but I was really excited to have it. So she made some money off me. Good for you, Stash Unload person. I got, just yesterday, I think I got these Things Unseen Mystery Sampler by Lizzie Kate. Well, you can't see it on these, but you can on this one. It's not a mystery anymore, so I'm going to show you. I have been looking at this one for months now, and my L&S that I'll talk about later, had them, but I knew that I could get them cheaper on 1, 2, 3 stitch, so I finally pulled the plug. I did not get the embellishment pack because honestly, those buttons right there, I think they're ugly. I wasn't gonna pay a lot of money for that. No way. I got 3 Mill Hill Buttons and Beads kits. I think these are new this year. 2016, yeah. So happy Halloween. Somebody just finished this. I can't stand it. It was adorable with the glow in the dark thread. And I got, bless you. So, got those. Love. I went to a quilt show earlier this month. I feel like I said something about it. And I got a lot of things. I got a lot of quilty things, but one of the things that I did also get was some hand-dyed threads. These are from South Africa, hand-dyed in South Africa. 2 5-meter skeins. I don't know how much. I don't know what's in a meter. 5 meters, but they had them for sale, and so I just got a lot of them. I got like 10. I mean, 2 skeins on a card. They were really pretty. I got all different colors. You can't see them because my lighting sucks. Anyway, they were fun. I figure I could sub them into things. So pretty. I got, some clay beads. This is totally Tracy's fault. She bought some clay beads from a seller on Etsy, and I was like, I love those. And so then I bought some clay beads, and then she went back to buy some clay beads, and I think I had bought a couple ones that she wanted. I'm going to make these into needle minders. God, you guys. I'm saving my favorite for last, though. Look. And these are really nice. She makes them into like pendants. Even though I had asked for her to leave these off, she must have missed that. So I'm going to have to like clip these off. This little fox. I can't. This little pumpkin spice latte. God, pumpkin spice season. Come on. And then my favorite. Look at this catfish. He's sparkly. It's my, I call it a, what do I call it? Like a mercat? A mercat, I think is what I called it. So cute. I will link her shop. You know, I'll link all the things that I keep forgetting to tell you where it came from. Michelle's Clay Beads, I think is what this store was. I just threw the, bad idea, just threw the envelope on the floor with her card in it. That was stupid, wasn't it? Wow. So those will be needle minders pretty soon. I got a just boatload of Kreinik to go with this little gem. Do you guys recognize this guy? I don't know what this is called, but Jessie Marie's working on it. It's from the December 2015 Just Cross Stitch. Graceful Reindeer. Love. And I actually have, this is some Black Whisper, and I have that kitted with my Gypsy Queen. She needs it, so I didn't have to buy that. And it also calls for some White Whisper, which I have somewhere with another project that I've seen somewhere. So that'll be a start eventually. I got some fabric from Stash Unload, just some little hand-dyed pieces. You can't really see the colors. Well, you can if I hold them way out like this. Even weave and linens. Oh, you guys, I can't. I got the Spooked Mystery Sampler Part 3. I'm not going to show it though, just in case. I don't want to make you guys angry. But it's super cute. I'm still working on Clue 1. Not even close to finished with Clue 1. Oh my gosh. I finally had to do it. And purchase Blue Jeans and Daisies. I've been watching Garrett work on it for forever. I needed it. And I purchased the Blue Jean Weeks Dye Works linen 30 count. They were on sale. The patterns were on sale at 123 Stitch, and I couldn't. I had like held off long enough. I'm gonna start that never. I purchased a net. Did not. Blossom Goddess by Nora Corbett. Oh, is she gorgeous or what? Got the bead pack, of course, and the one water lily that goes with her. I'm gonna start that never. I already know what fabric I'm gonna put her on though. Stash Unload. No, not Stash Unload. This I think I got from Witch Elk too. Waxing Moon Designs Swirly Tree. I think it's Sherry Burkett that's working on at least one of these. I don't remember. This Little House Needleworks Adam and Eve. Wow, got that. Rosewood Manor Nostalgia 9. It's another Adam and Eve pattern. I don't like this one though, I don't think. I'm gonna hang on to it for a little bit, but I just don't like it. Maybe I would like it if it went with the other. She made several. She made 12. I don't know. It's 109 stitches by 109 stitches. It's not very big. Maybe I could make it into an ornament or something. I don't know. Why did I get that? The Drawn Thread, the Summer Garden. I also don't know who inspired me to get this. It's beautiful. Somebody's working on it. I wonder if it's Suzette. Are you working on that? Is that you? Thanks for that. I guess. Excuse me. Another stash unload thing. All Creatures Great and Small by Barbara Anna Designs. I love this. Sarah's working on this. Sarah Shears. Tracy P is working on this. Vanna's working on this. Vanna, have you finished your Green Hill? I love this. And I did contact Barbara Anna to get the non-biblical portion of this chart. And I got that. So that was exciting. Though, to be honest, I would probably stitch. Apparently it's a song. Tracy told me that. I didn't know that it was a song. Because I don't know. But I mean, I'm going to have Adam and Eve all over my walls someday. Like, Lord God is not that big of a deal. And from that same seller, I got these Celtic Beasties. Christmas or not. These are so cool. Look at those. Those are so funny. So, those are fun. These like Krakens and stuff. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. So cute. So I got those. Oh, this isn't the one. Okay, so Kayla, I know you watch. I don't know that she was so nice to contact me. Thank you. And she sent me some extra things. This was like at the beginning of the month. I hadn't forgotten about it, but man, oh yeah, this is so much stuff. So she sent me Miss New Year's Eve Fairy, the kit. So I'm very excited. Plus an awesome skein of Weeks Louisiana hot sauce. Oh yeah. Which makes me think, is she from Louisiana? Yes, she sure is. I just got it. Oh my gosh. So that's fun. And then she sent me this Paula Vaughn leaflet. This one is, what is this? Book 14, leaflet 605. I like this one. Okay, so I've been wanting to do a Paula Vaughn for a while. And I have that Paula Vaughn season of quilts or whatever it is. I don't know. That all of a sudden everybody was all excited about last summer. And I just like am terrified of starting them. They look really intense, but this one looks a little bit smaller. I mean, it's like 10 by 8 on 32 count. But for some reason, this one does not terrify me as much. And I love Dresden's. Those are one of my favorites. Thank you, Kayla. You're the sweetest. And she sent me a sweet little note too, which you can't read because it's private. And then on eBay, I got the Christmas elf, who I was very excited about, for a fabulous price. Fabulous price. So fabulous. So, oh look, and they have some of the Whisper thread in it too. Look at that. I got 2 of them. And I know you're being so good. Archer's just being so good. Poor kid. I got, this must be Stash Unload 2 maybe? Do not bend. Hi. Almost. I'm almost done. Oh yes. Plum Street Samplers. Paradise Lost. Guys, I think this is out of print now. I don't know that for a fact, but here, do you want to get in here? I couldn't find it on the Witch Alt site anymore. So I'm so excited. It's another one that Coffee Stitcher was working on, Adam and Eve. I think, honestly, this is what sparked my Adam and Eve love. This is just beautiful. And it's Plum Street Samplers. And then Snippets of Old Adam and Eve from Homespun Elegance. I got that too. So these were on stash envelope, probably from the same seller because I just had them hooked. They were in the same envelope. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. So I have an LNS. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Not until a while ago, a couple months ago, I realized that I have an LNS about 25 minutes away in a neighboring town. It's been there for almost a year. Didn't know. But one of my quilting friends told me. And so finally my in-laws came into town one day just because they wanted to come into town. And they live a couple hours away, so like that's a big deal. They just missed everybody and wanted to see the kids. And my husband was out of town. So when they got here, I'm like, you know what? It's good seeing you, hang out with kids. I want to go check out the store. So I did. It is called Mo's Needle and Thread. The woman that owns it, her name is Melissa. She goes by Mo. Her store is this is all backstory that's not going to matter once I tell you all of the story. But her store is part Zumba studio or yoga. She calls it the sweatshop, and then she has her stitchy store like on the other half. Okay. I have not been to an actual LNS in probably 12, 14 years. There used to be one not far away. There used to be a couple, I think, and they closed. I have not been to an LNS in a long time, so that was wonderful. Plus all these new designs, like she had a lot of things on her walls that she stitched herself. Apparently she worked at a needle workshop several years ago in a different state. And do you want to sit up here? Hold on. Come here. You want to sit up here in this chair? You sit up here? Thank you. Sorry, are you okay? Oh, did I get you? Anyway, so she had a bunch of things on her walls, a bunch of samplers. She loves stitching in 40 count. So she had a lot of things in 40 count, mirabilias. And she frames too. So she has a frame shop as well. Miras, frames, some just tacked on the wall. I had never seen a Mira in the flesh. Oh my God. They're big and they're gorgeous. So I could have spent all day just staring at her stuff, you know? So anyway, so I went and it was her year anniversary. So all of her charts were 20% off, which was awesome. I didn't know that when I got there. And also, she had just announced a rabbit. Yes. She had just announced that she purchased a quilt shop, which she had always wanted to do, which is an additional 20 minutes away, so that sucks. She's going to be like 45 minutes away from me now. But it's a quilt shop that she's moving to before the end of the year. So she's moving farther away, but still local LNS, 45 minutes away, and the quilt shop's really nice. The owner was retiring and wanted to close it down, and she bought it. So yeah. So anyway, so I went there, spent some money. Let me show you. I purchased this Needle and Thread by Brenda Gervais. So cute. I love it. This was on my wish list. Look at her fat booty. I love that with the spool sitting on it. Oh, I'm gonna be her someday. I purchased all of the called for threads, which I am not gonna go through, but she had all of the Gentle Art and Weeks, and even there was a couple of Veldanis that I didn't see, but she ended up having them. So, awesome. And the call for fabric. Okay, so this is another thing. She carries Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, which I have never purchased, never seen in the flesh, and she has a bunch of them. I was really excited about that. So this is 36 count Mellow, which I think is Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. Let me check the chart just to make sure. It doesn't say on the back. I'm not opening it. I think that it's by Stephanie. If it's not, maybe it's Weeks. I don't know. But I purchased it. So it's this like lemony, yellowy mottled. Very cute. I really want to start this one, you guys. I was excited to have it though. And then, that's trash. She also had some slate by Stephanie, which I wanted to try to order. I wanted to try it for my chalkboard designs, but I was too lazy to order it from Steph direct and wait for it to be dyed. And she had some. So I purchased a fat quarter, which will do 2 of the designs. As I'm looking at this looks a lot, just a little bit darker than what I dyed myself. I don't know. She didn't have it in the store yet, but she had ordered a year at Hawk Run Hollow. And this would be my first Carriage House Samplings Hawk Run piece. But she posted it on her Facebook site that she was getting it, so I asked for it. And she's like, I'll call you when it comes in, and she did, and she still gave me the 20% off. I love this. Side note about this, 2 ladies came in while I was shopping to get a couple pieces framed. And one of them was Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, stitched on 40 count linen. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen stitched in my whole entire life. I need to turn this down, I'm sorry. Here, honey. There you go. I'm so sorry. You probably couldn't hear anything I was saying. Anyway, so she had these 2 pieces. One was the Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. She's not a stitcher. She purchased it stitched for like $600, which was probably well worth it, but I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. She's like, I'm not a stitcher. I just had to have it. It was beautiful, guys. It was beautiful. So I got that. And then I got Salem Sisters. Look at the price. What was that, $8.25? Isn't this out of print by Plum Street Samplers? Like, isn't this pretty out of print? It's from 2006. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a kit with this in it, with like the linen and stuff, for like $80 on eBay. I was so excited, I snapped this up. My thought is that she probably had this in her stash, maybe from that other needlework shop that she worked at several years ago, and she's probably stitched it and just decided to throw it back out on her inventory. I took this so fast, you don't even know. I love this one. And I know Salem Sisters 2, I'm pretty sure is out of print, and I think the 3rd one you can still get, and I just feel like I need to probably order that up. That was it. I dropped a boatload there at Moe's. And then, what else, you guys? Oh my god, this is so long. I have needle minders. Remember the needle minders I was talking about? I have needle minders. I don't have any place to put these needle minders. My needle minder board is full. Like, I'm not saying it's crowded, like it's full. I have no place to put these. No place. I purchased way too many needle minders from Nessa's Needle Minders. There's a story behind these too. Let me unwrap these all. So let me show you what I got. I got this super pretty, it looks kind of like a hummingbird to me. Maybe a little more fancy than a hummingbird. I don't know what it is. It's a very pretty jeweled bird. And I got this little girl, which I'm assuming is a freebie. She's cute. I got these badges. I kept calling her Mulan. She's not Mulan. She's Pocahontas. She has a tattoo, so I liked her. I liked the fact that she had these glasses. Some of these Starbucks, I don't even like Starbucks. I might have to learn. We have a Michigan-based coffee shop that I prefer. A Ravenclaw, because that's my house. Harry Potter. Then I got, so I purchased like all of these things, and then I was to get a free one. So I got this Wonder Woman, because I love Wonder Woman. And then I'm looking at the rest of these. I didn't order these. this Ariel, like pinup thing, this Sea Witch, and this Wednesday Addams, who actually I love Wednesday Addams. I didn't claim these. There's a lesson in here. And then I think this is a cute little freebie, which I like that. So when I'm looking at these, I'm like, oh no, I got somebody else's stuff. Somebody's missing their stuff. Like, what's going on? Oh, this is terrible. But before I contacted Vanessa, I wanted to check my invoice to make sure, like, did I not get, like, am I missing something? Because I don't remember. That was a flood of crazy needle minders. And I looked at my invoice, and I was charged for these. And I paid them. I didn't, you know, I get an invoice, and I'm like, yep, click pay, good. I didn't order these. So I went back to the website, to her Facebook group, and looked, and I didn't claim these. But I paid for them. So they're mine. I paid for them. It's a lesson. Yeah. It's a lesson, and know what you're paying for. And I mean, I'll do something with them. I like the Ursula one, and I like the Wednesday one. And I mean, I like Little Mermaid. She's all right. I'm just not big into Disney princesses. What are you looking at, buddy? That looks like an alligator to me. Oh. It's a nature show. Yes, it sure is. And I don't know what that animal is, but it looks like an alligator, but it's a woota. Anyway, so I got those. Then I got my crap ton of minders from Julie. This is beautiful. I wanted this from somebody. I don't think it was from Julie though. And they were all sold out. And then somebody posted like this, oh, thanks for this awesome minder. And I was like, Julie, do you have any more of those? And then a new Mary Poppins, because she's adorable, and the steampunk frog, because why not? Guys, the minders. Some badges. I like this. Happy New Year, Cheshire Cat. I'm a fan. Jack Skellington. What is that? Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that. I always want to watch that with the kids, but I'm afraid it's going to scare them. Maybe. I don't know. It's a Christmas classic. I went crazy with Hello Kitty. Abby, did you see these? Do you have all these? You're a Hello Kitty fan, right? So, oh, they're so cute. I've always loved Hello Kitty. Like, not in an obsessive, weird kind of way. Like, I don't have lots of Hello Kitty things around my house, but I have a couple things. I like Hello Kitty. And last one of the badges. Apparently I got 2 Cheshire Cats. So cute. Rebecca's coffee. Oh my gosh. You guys, what am I going to do with all these needle minders? No. Thank you, Julie. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. That's it. Oh my gosh. An hour and like 20 minutes. Are you joking me right now? You guys, are you kidding me? Thank you for sticking around, if you did. If you didn't, I don't blame you. I probably wouldn't have stuck around either. I'm exhausted. I need a nap. That's it. That's all I got. So, I have to take care of all this stuff. I have to take care of all this stuff. To take care of all this stuff and do some things, and I'll be checking in with you hopefully on like the 15th or right around there. I'd like to check in with whatever I've been doing before we head out on our trip, but who knows, right? Who knows? Life's busy. I have a feeling September is going to be really busy too, so It's been good talking to you all. I've missed you. Stay stitchy, you know, do your thing. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.